Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're doing another episode in our legendary Malekith campaign for Total War Warhammer 2. I'm the Strategy Professor. Let's go ahead and get in here. Let's see, critical failure. That's good. Alright, we're still getting trolled a little bit. Okay, I'm trying to remember where we were. Now they just did a big update for Total War Warhammer. I don't think it affects us. I don't know if it affects live campaigns. It was a lot of bugs, but basically it made a lot of the old world factions a lot cooler. And I would like to go back and do Chaos, honestly. I didn't get to finish my Chaos campaign in Warhammer 1, and I thought it was fun. It says that they've rebalanced some of it, so I think that could be interesting. So maybe I'll do that at some point. I also like Beastmen. I didn't get to finish a lot of my campaigns because I tried to do too many. Most of they were in the bag though. They were, you know, like maybe 75 to 100 turns deep, and it was just like a foregone conclusion I was going to win some of those. But with the Mortal Empires, not sure that would be the case. I think I want Foe Seeker. Okay, we got Cauldron of Blood. Foe Seeker is great because it gives you back Vigor. Anyways, I would like to revisit some of the old factions as well. It'd be cool if they still released like some legendary lords or something every now and then for the old factions. I'm not sure if that's really feasible, but okay, so I'm starting to get her kind of decked out. I need to get her doing something though.
What? How can the Black Court aid you this day?
Okay, we're getting up there. We'll do military access. Join war against Bleakholds. So if I kill Bleakholds down here,
Foolish request.
then they might eventually... Obviously, we would love to confederate with them. They are very strong right now, so it seems unlikely. But if we could... We don't have a great power modifier with them, though, which is great. And with a lot of factions, we're going to have, like, negative 50 or 60 at this strength, probably. I would say... we can't really give them gold right now, though. We just don't have enough money.
Definitely not.
Do I have gifts with them? It doesn't say I have any gifts with them right now, so maybe a small gift. We don't have... Sure, I'll give them a little bit.
Gladly.
They have a lot of provinces now. I would really, really love to get a confederation with them. I mean, that would break this game wide open if I could do that. Okay, so the question is... here, okay, they don't have anything up here. It's just these little dinky factions right here. That guy's not going to be able to do much, I don't think. Okay. I could play a little ring around the rosy with her and then send... Or I could send her away. I could take this back with her. Dash her up here. I think I can beat them with her. It's 16 on 20. Which would be a little tougher. But we do have Nagarons. Oh, it's only 2 turns for Hagganoth Executioners. That is interesting. Wouldn't mind having a couple of those, but we need cash. Question is, can this army beat this army? Chariots are kind of a problem. These are kind of a problem. But the Nagarons should be able to beat them. This army can definitely beat them, though. I really don't want to just play ring around the rosy here with these guys, though. It's not a rebellion, is it? No, it's just straight up Hmong.
I have dark purpose.
I could just send her... Let's just send her over here. What's that? That's a 5,000 gold army. This is also about a 5,000 gold army. Okay. Let's just send her over here. Send her back over here. Now they're gonna run probably north. They might try to retake this stuff. I just want chaos to burn this stuff up here, honestly. Okay, and then over here, we've got some troll stuff going on down here. I'm trying to remember, there's a lot of armies that are in hiding over here. They could, in theory, attack Grand in one turn. I think we're just gonna go right here, though. We've almost got this, which will give us one more sorceress, but we've got to get money for it. In theory, these guys could go on the sea and come over here and kill this thing. So I have to be a little careful. Okay, that's all good, that's all good. We gotta be a little careful with our cash. Obviously, we're pretty close to being bankrupt. Yeah, so we're just gonna chill on this stuff. We don't really need it. Haganah, the Executioners are great. We don't need them right now. Might get them eventually. Let's get a couple with, like, this army. But we need some more cash first. Need a sorceress, need some cash. Love to get another Death Hag too, but that's just not going to happen anytime soon. The sorceress is the most important one. Death Hag's pretty important, and then the assassin's kind of whatever. It's nice if I can get it, but if I can't, that's fine too. These guys are getting a little goofy with us. Okay, I think that's about it in terms of what all we need to do. I think there's any more buildings we need. It's all good. Got control of all that again, which is frustrating. And that's all good. Great Arena. They just sacked this, so I'm going to wait a second before I update it again and make sure we get this cleaned out, and then we can think about it. Okay. Now, they said something on this, like, I was reading the preview of what they want to do. They're doing another January patch for, like, balancing a lot of stuff. Hopefully they do, like, more Legendary Lords, or... I mean, I'm kind of wondering, is it seriously just going to be, like, only one extra race? Is it just going to be the Egyptian Undead? I forgot what they're called. Like, surely there's going to be at least 2 races. I know they want to do Warhammer. I would imagine they would want to do Warhammer 3, you know, like, fall of 2018 or spring of 2019. I would imagine they would want to get going and do, like... How many extra races were there in the first one? There was Beastmen, Bretonnia, Wood Elves, Fully Fledged Norsca, Bretonnia. It's like 5. And then they had like little sub-factions that were like, they had the Savage Orcs, the Greenskins, they added extra Legendary Lords, little sub-faction effects. There's a lot of stuff in Warhammer 1, and we haven't had any DLC, other than this Mortal Empires, like, we haven't had anything. And, like, going on 6 months. That's still fun. I mean, I still need to play through High Elves, I still need to play through, a lot of stuff. But I feel like the DLC is a bit slow here. Okay, I've got that done. I think we're just doing Raid Leader. We could do Elven Healing if we want. This is actually really nice. I want that. The extra 9 melee is really good. These guys are actually trying to stand up to us, huh? Okay, so they have a few units there. Well, I'm glad they didn't run.
I shall destroy
I mean, we'll fight it. It's 20 on 20, sure. I need to finish up my Skaven campaign, too. I've probably got maybe 3 more episodes left in it. I haven't updated it in a little bit. Been kind of like very close to the end. But I need to finish that up. I love Skaven. Just people really wanted to see Mortal Empires, and so I've been trying to get a bunch of episodes of this going. I like this too. We'll gamble it. We might end up paying for that, but... Okay, sure. Oh, that was a really delayed cast on that. Oops, I didn't hit a lot. I hit a little bit, but... These guys are really flanking over here. God, she moved so slow. There we go. God, these chariots. God, dude, that chariot is tearing me up. Now they all should die. Yeah, it's not my finest fight. We definitely took some, took a little bit of a beating there. I mean, they should all die because they're in the town. So let's go ahead and we'll end it there. It's fine. Yeah, you have a lot less magic with this one than, I will admit, than the other sorcerer, like with Malekith being able to cast so many of those, whatever they're called, that deals damage and gives you back a lot of magic. That's a big deal. And it felt like I just did not have a lot of magic that time. Well, she doesn't have, I forgot what it is, the arcane conduit. That's it.
Claim your prize, Druki.
There we go. Huh. I could go ahead and go for some Hagganoth Executioners here. Since I do have a little bit of extra cash, and I do need to hire some units. Wow, that's a huge hiring capacity. Okay, so they're 381. About twice as much as these guys. These witch elves, I mean, I like them, but they just have so little armor. I just feel like they're not that great. I mean, I like having some of them, I guess, for the debuff, but have so much less health, less armor piercing. I mean, they do have a lot more melee attack because they are frenzied, and they do get a bonus against melee. So they are pretty decent at carving up lightly armored things. I just need to solidify my front line here, too. These Blackheart Corsairs just get kind of punked. I guess I could go ahead and grab a couple of Nagaron. I mean, are Nagaron just better than these? Now, how much bonus against, I get 14 bonus against infantry. Well, that's really dang good. These are 32 with 8 bonus. That's 40, 52, 40. Those have 56, 56. And most of it's piercing and heavy armor. I mean, these guys are just obviously way better. I think, they do take 2 turns, though. I need to get this back next. I don't think I want to wait 2 turns for it.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
I think we can go ahead and just delete a couple of these that are low. Because we're going to rehire some more stuff anyways. I don't think we're going to have a huge fight on our hands next turn. Save a little cash this turn. I want them to burn that up there, so that's fine. These guys should be dead, I think. Now, they're probably going to run, but... yeah.
Conquest lies ahead. Cruelty and violence.
I don't have enough. Okay. Oh, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, boys and girls. We ready? Are y'all ready? I really want to do a 20 on 60. And just straight up beat their face in. Just kill these traitors. Just freaking show them what's up. How... are these injured or not? I don't even care. Bring on the hordes. What do we have? 20, 36, 52 plus whatever this is. This is a jacked army. Like, we have decked out Malekith. This sorceress is just insanely good. She's good. I think we can do it. We got double rank 9 Hydra. Like, straight up all shades. Very high ranking shades. Let's do it. Let's just bloodbath this. This is going to be fun. Attack the town so they can't run.
That will incur my wrath. Fear me. Die.
Now, I could lightning strike this if I wanted to be cute.
Destroy them.
But I don't want to be cute. I want payback. I want to slaughter all of them. I want none of these guys running. Is that hubris? Maybe. I think we can do it. They do have a lot of trolls, but we have a lot of Nagarons now. Guards of Nagaron. These will murder them, especially when I put the fire blade on them to give them 25% extra weapon damage and 20% extra weapon damage because they're trolls, and an extra 20% weapon damage from just weakness to fire, extra weakness to fire. So yeah, this might be a little wild, might be a little hubris here. But I want a good fight, you know? So I could lightning strike, blah, 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 and just get, you know, a 20 on 20, but that's boring. I want the big kill. Let's do it. I want to pile the bodies up. I try to give you a good show here. I know that in this campaign, we've just been killing a bunch of these rinky-dink units for a while, but honestly, we've had a lot of good fights where they've had us outnumbered. We did a 20 on 60 earlier in the campaign. And we will fight something other than Norsca in this campaign at some point. And that point is coming soon, I'm pretty sure. But let's go for the slaughter here. It did say in the most recent patch notes that it fixed the bug, so now we can get these renegade armies on Legendary. I've never seen a renegade army they've talked about where just a random 20 stack of, like, crazy mixed units comes into play, but... I would really like to see a faction that just, like, assembles or just, like, takes on aspects of other factions. And it's just, like, really dynamic. Kind of like a Borg type of thing, sort of. Without being that sort of overpowered. I only know that because my wife has watched, like, all the Star Trek. I haven't watched a ton of it, but... Where are these other reinforcements coming from? Just all of them are coming from right there. The trolls are gonna get on him, I think. I don't want that. I didn't think the trolls get on him that fast. Okay. Yeah, come get it, boys.
We are ready. Moving out. Shades, attack! The merciless host, dead! Eager for battle. Shades, cold-blooded killers. Dead!
Fear me!
Merciless warriors. Shades, slaughter them!
So you have his another one grows back or whatever.
Ready. Kill them! Cold-blooded killers.
Those guys are probably gonna rally, but we can come back and just crush them.
No survivors. Forward. Shades. Bloody murder. Massacre them. Murder awaits. Glorious destruction.
Malekith!
Destroy! No mercy! Taruki, forward! No mercy!
The destroyer hungers!
Oh god, these guys are just about goner.
Shades! Nagarothi!
And shoot through some of my own guys here, but they have heavy armor, so I think they'll be alright. Maybe.
Malekith! Misery for all!
Slay them! Terror and death!
They shall suffer!
Moving out! Eager for battle!
Oh, they got another 20 stack over there. Pile them up. Let's pile these bodies up.
Blood will flow. By Drakira. Cold-blooded killers. Death is coming. My blade hungers. By Drakira.
At once! Destruction awaits! My power is yours!
Oh, he's Berserk. I was like, why can't I select him? Okay, that's fine. Alright, can we kill this dude then? Oh, he's Berserk. Alright.
Merciless warriors. By Drakira.
Attend me!
Slaughter them.
Eager!
Forward. Blood will flow. No mercy. Without question. Forward. Eager for battle. Attack. With pleasure. Merciless warriors. Slash, kill. Shades. Slash, kill. Merciless host.
Nope, forgot to even use this guy. This assassin's kind of pretty weak, honestly.
Broken forward.
Crush them!
Shades. Make them bleed.
It shall be! Trickery and deception! Eager for blood!
Malekith!
Black Guard. The merciless host. Ruki. Eager for battle.
Malekith!
Black Guards. Attack.
I am their doom!
Dealers in death. With pleasure. The merciless host. Attack.
Feel me! Feel my fury!
Black Guards. Terror.
Yeah, kill as many trolls as we can.
End there. Dealers in death.
Maybe she's getting injured from using this on herself a lot. I don't know.
Malekith comes!
Come on, baby, get him.
I lust for slaughter!
I'm not gonna get close enough, I don't think.
Suffering for all! Death!
I can't target him. God, those things killed a lot of stuff. Alright. There we go. Slaughterhouse. I mean, these guys right here, like, I mismicroed them. They were face tanking like 3 or 4 of their infantry units. She actually did a pretty good job. These things are great.
All shall kneel before me.
Sorceress didn't get a ton of kills because I was using buffs on units most of the time. I was using a lot of the defensive buffs on the Hydra and Malekith so they could tank more. I'd use some Burning Head.
The victor, the spoils. Search it, then burn it.
I think sack, then occupy. I don't want to do loot and occupy because I don't want 30 public order penalty right now. I think I'll sack, then occupy at level 1, though. So then I get all the slaves.
Take anything of value. The world will kneel. Come, Truki, to battle.
Y'all feeling pretty good about betraying me? I mean, to be fair, I was going to kill them anyways. This is kind of their only shot, is to try to be dirty and backdoor me. Betray my peace treaty. Yeah, more of this. And spiteful, yeah. This Power of Darkness is very nice. You know, that extra mana that you get, I do like the fire stuff a lot, but the extra mana that you get off of Power of Darkness is so, so good.
Witch King is victorious. Malicious and cruel.
Ah, Assassin's Trophy, pretty nice. Take it.
I am the Witch King.
I'm actually positive now because we picked up a lot of slaves.
My cruelty knows no limits.
Madness fills
Oh, it still has the growth that I had when I last held the territory. That's actually pretty nice. Go for that Vino. That's all good. Yeah, I still don't think I need to hire just yet. I do want some of these. Is it Slaughter Lord? This is for Executioners and Nagarond. Okay. Should have maybe gotten Slaughter Lord first. I don't have a lot of Nagarond Executioner with them yet. And then this one is Nagarond Executioner, weapon damage. Sorry. Okay. Alright. I think that's all good. Let's see here. Yeah, don't want to hire just yet. We can hire. I don't even know how we hire so many. We can hire 6 though. Okay, Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Yep. Tech that up. Rakdo Gorge. Should be good to go ahead and tech this up now. We get all of these up to tier 3 as fast as possible. And just crank out the slave engine here. Growth. I think we have enough growth. I think just going for the money right now. Then tier 2, we'll go for either torture posts or slave pens, and then tier 3, we'll go for torture post. %10 income from slaves. Trade agreements. I don't... Getting 3% off trade. I mean, it's 60 gold. That's not insignificant. Getting 5% from slaves. How much are we getting from slaves here? 26% increase, so... It's like a quarter, so it's like 600 gold, something like that. 700 gold, so 5% of that's like 35. That means we'd get like 100 gold per turn off of the roads here, and we'd get the campaign movement range, which is, you know, whatever. Growth doesn't matter. Takes 5 turns to build that though. Probably rather just have torture posts everywhere and slave pens. We're looking on our enslavement. It's kind of equally distributing them, that's fine. Income is similar. Got the Black Flood, 6,800 gold. Is that this place? Iron Mountains, that's this place. Has all the money. Jesus, that is a wealthy town. Because we have all the slave pens rolling. Public order's fine. For now. The Dread Monts. Oh, we could get cold ones if we wanted with this army. Forgot about that. A couple of cold one riders may not be awful. We'll switch this is too much infantry. We'll switch this up. Maybe get rid of 3 of these and get some cold ones here in a minute. And get rid of these 3 and get some Hagganoth Executioners. That'd be a great build. I want to wait one more turn before I upgrade this to see if they're going to come over here and try to troll me again. Yeah, place is just going to burn. I'm totally fine with that. It's like the little 2-town provinces are just not worth it unless they have some kind of like good qualities about them. It's just not even worth my time, especially if it's in a highly contested area like that. You know, if it's like in the middle of a bunch of other stuff, I might run it anyways, just because, but you really can't put a lot of slaves there unless you have at least 3 provinces so that you can get 3 torture posts. Huh. Wait, where'd he get another unit from? That's fine, just burn it. Get out of here.
I ascend. Cruelty and violence.
Do not despise.
Oh, that's virtually nothing. We can take that. Arcalda. I actually kind of want both of them to get experience. So I could actually put her over here to reinforce.
Hate
Fateful bidding.
Then we can have her come in and get the kill.
I shall destroy.
And we're starting to get a little bit more cash, so we can upgrade our armies a little bit here.
Death to all enemies. A victory most cruel.
Yes! Backdoor closed. For now. Now watch chaos start streaming in.
All is mine. Carnage and bloodshed.
Now that should be it for them, I think. That's their last town. Yeah, destroyed. Ha 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 ha. God. 80 turns of straight backdooring. I should have gone for them, like, right off the bat. I just didn't realize the
Cruel dreadlord.
threat of annoyance. Okay, let's give her an overseer, sure. Alright.
Dreadlord.
Young gun here. Sure. Right. Slaver. Hold on. No, I need line breaker. Actually, I'm going to be upgrading a lot of those units. I'm not even sure if line breaker is going to be that great anymore. I mean, it is great for Corsairs. How many? Still, I'm going to be using quite a few Corsairs for a little bit.
Undefeatable.
Like, I want to upgrade her, but I don't have the funds to give her, like, the super high-tech stuff yet. It's going to have at least a couple of Corsairs, probably. She's the one that I want to deck out first. Since she's the higher rank, I can send both of them out here just roving and just murdering everything. And then she can kind of not just sit here and backdoor, but she can be sort of the cleanup crew. Their stuff gets out of control.
Go on.
Speaking of which, let's go ahead and roll her down here.
I have brought them ruin.
I think maybe, I forgot I had the cold ones. I think maybe grabbing a couple of cold ones down here. Sounds like I'm going to get a beer or something. Grabbing a couple of cold ones down there could be a good thing. I think maybe like 3 cold ones just to help with flank protection could be good. Maybe 3 of those. I like having 1 Hydra. Then subbing these out for some Hagganoth Executioners and Blackguard and Agron. Maybe a 3-3 mix of that. So 3-3, that'd give me a 6-unit front line with Hydra. It'd be a 7-unit front line. Have like 7 archers. Ideally, I'd upgrade these to Shades. We'll see if we have the money for that. Then having like 3 cold ones as our flank.
Dark Lord. What?
Be a pretty sweet army. Now, I imagine, now if cold ones cost 3 per, or if it takes 3 turns to recruit them, forget it. I don't think it will though. Coordination targets. Oh, we're against Arkhold.
Dreadlord. How can the Black Court aid you this
Yes! Yes! Look at that, baby! Yes! Underdog. Oh, man. That is awesome. Now we're going to be able to extend south. We got all this new territory. We can head south with one of these armies, or 2 of them, and finally start fighting something other than these garbage Norsca units. Yes, join Confederation. Let's see if they'll give us some cash. I don't know why. I mean, they are underdog, and we are very strong, so it's kind of just ingrained in them to want to confederate, because they just probably think that we're worthy, you know, because we're just crushing everything. And we've killed 2 of their enemies a lot, Argol and Mung. They love that. That's why we're skyrocketing right now. Because we've completely murdered Mung, and we just won a massive, very impressive battle against the other ones. Arghol, or Aghol. Yeah. The only thing they don't like, a couple of our released troops, great power, and aversion. So this is awesome. 3,000 money. Let's see if they'll do it for that. Aw, yeah. If it's thinking, we got it. Now we see Cult of Pleasure. That's Marathi. Oh, I want Marathi. She's not gonna like us right now because I just confederated, though.
Peace, Druki. I have little time for it.
Because I think 27,000 in the hole. Because we have to get rid of some armies. We can't afford all of that. Okay, where are we on time right now? Because this is going to be a lot of city management. I'm going to have to look this over to sort of decide what we want to do. So strap in. If you like city management, you're going to like this. If you're only here for battles, that's fine. But you might want to fast forward through some of this. How are we looking on time? We've got about 8 minutes. So realistically, this is probably going to take 10 to 15 minutes at least to look over this and see what I need to keep and get rid of. Okay, so how are we looking? Hag Hall. Okay, so I want to get the rest of this province. We're going to have to fight these people for sure. Now we're a really great power, so she does not like that. Yeah, they hate us. Great power, confederation, aversion. They don't like our treaties, so they're definitely coming at us pretty soon. Now I thought, how do I get to, what's it? I thought I got something with Marathi. Maybe not. Maybe Marathi gets, like, a special bonus with her son. Like, confederation stuff. I thought he had something with his mom, too, though. Maybe not. I thought he got a diplomatic bonus with Marathi. Now, hopefully, if we can confederate with Marathi, how is she looking strength-wise? Not that strong. I mean, military strength, sure, she's pretty strong, but as far as, lots of settlements, I'm not seeing it. Aghol has a lot of stuff. Now we're getting that great power penalty. I guess this is the longest I've gone without being, like, in the top 3 of great power. It's because I was so quagmired up here. Alright, so let's just kind of work our way south here. What do we have? Let's work with the towns first to figure out what do we want to do with the towns, and then we'll figure out, once we know the towns, then we can go through and figure out what do we want to do with other things. Wow! Wow! Look at that! That is sweet! 25% off of Hydras. The layers of Karand. That's really cool. I like the flavor of having these little these like cool little buildings everywhere that you can just like go find, because it just feels so cool when you get it. You know? And that's they had more of those. I think they did it in Steel Faith, which I've heard that Steel Faith is doing some cool stuff, and they're trying to, you know, they're always changing it, updating it. I will do a Steel Faith run through at some point. Now we did lose some money, some income as well. We lost like 2,000 per turn in income. This is because she has armies we're gonna have to dismiss. But we did lose our biggest trade partner because we confederated with them. So obviously worth, because we're going to make a lot of money, a lot more money off those towns than we will off of other things. But it is going to be a temporary hit to our money. But yeah, those Hydras right now are costing us, it's like 700 per turn. We have a lot of armies right now, so it's going to look like it's a lot more than it should be. Yeah, they're like 842. But I think before I confederated, before I got these other armies, they were somewhere around like 600 apiece, and I have 3 right now, so it's 1,800. 25% off of, you know, 1,800 is about 400 or 500 gold per turn. So that thing basically gives us 400 or 500 gold per turn right now. and we'll probably get more in the future with that. So yeah, 500 per turn, it would pay for itself in, and we get 100 exotic animal cages. So yeah, that's 500 per turn right now, and they actually, those Hydras did perform very well in the last battle. They tanked a lot, especially when I kept putting that shield on them, and they killed a lot. So that regen's very strong, especially if they go under 50% health. They get the extra regen. So yeah, 500 per turn. So it would pay for itself in 15 turns. It would pay for itself in 20 turns right now. It takes 5 turns to complete. So that's high priority. This is very high priority. How many slaves? I probably didn't inherit her slaves, though, did I? No. What's the end? This is only 1900. And of course, she doesn't have any public order buildings because they get all that bonus public order. So that's number one, is I have to make public order buildings. So we might have to... The Hydra thing just starts paying off immediately. I think I've got to just hold my nose and buy this. How much is this? Fur production. 200 gold per turn, that's nice. It is expensive. How many furs are we trading? 17%. Yeah, we're not even using any of these furs. So in theory, I could get rid of the fur post and just put this... Definitely don't need this. I wouldn't mind having shade recruitment here. Like, I am going to need some recruitment in this area. Now, this thing's going to let me recruit Hydras, right? Yes. And that's the only thing that I want out of here. I don't need dragons, I don't need these. So I can go ahead and sell the Hydra building and get a public order thing out of it. That'll give me some cash. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. That actually gives me more sorceresses, which is good. And extra ranks for sorceresses. This would be a nice place to hire them. Need to upgrade the slaver thing. I don't think I need that. Maybe. Let's see. This... Okay, that gives me Blackguard and Agaron. That's fine. Okay, I already have this, so I'm almost going to be able to get Hagganoth Executioner. So these two are fine. I don't think I'm going to need this. If I need anything off of that, I can just get the Black Arc in range down here and just hire that way. So I think we're good to go on selling this and getting a public order thing there. Need public order here. I do want shades. The money is nice for now. That'll be public order. Obviously can't get rid of the port. I do like being able to hire shades. I would like to upgrade this. I'm just not sure if I have the gold for it. And there's no slaves there, so it doesn't matter right now. Okay. Alright, that's all good. Just check my provinces this way. Okay, so Iron Mountains. Heart Called, definitely want to upgrade that. That's fine, I guess. Okay, public order. Okay, we got this. Black Tower of Malekith. Very good. Okay, this stuff's working. That should be all good. Obsidian Peaks we just looked at. It's all good. Had Grief or Grafe or whatever. Ton of money. Oh, I forgot the Confederation has -8 public order everywhere. Okay, that's gonna be tough to deal with. I think we can do it. I'm gonna get the exotic animals off of somewhere else. I mean, this is probably better. Like, this little thing, the trinket maker would be 50 more gold per turn, but I think I'll just keep the dragon eggs just for recruitment costs, I guess. It's not that big of a difference. Torture post, torture post. I mean, nice to have a torture post here. I could go ahead and get rid of this because it's not going to be a center of conflict anymore and just put a torture post there. That's what I'll do. It's not on the outpost anymore. Because, like, the more public order you have with torture posts, obviously, the more slaves you can put in a place, and that influences how much money you can get. So, especially these 4-stack places that are really rich and have things like this in it, you need the maximum torture post. It's got a port, it's got this. I could also put a money building here if I wanted to. I think torture post would be better, though. Broken lands. Okay, so this is over here in this port. It's got a special building. Dark elves. What do we got here? Slave Trader's Palace. What? Oh, it's all province in this region. I thought it was in your, like, entire place. All provinces, slave decline rates. Very good. Wow, nice. Slave public order penalty, minus 10% everywhere. That's sweet. That's great. Okay, I definitely want that. Any other special buildings? I don't think so. It's just that one. That's enough. That's good. Could hire one more sorceress here, which that's actually quite handy if I get more armor, more armies. I need something. Okay, we don't need that. We're gonna need public order though in these places. Okay, they actually did build one torture post here. Probably have to get rid of that and get a torture post. Yeah, because the slaver pin's gonna be better. Okay. Torture post. Torture post. I don't mind having shade recruitment until this place gets more slaves. I guess we can. Nah, I need more torture post. We need a post here too. Don't want to get rid of the sorceress. Oh, death hags. That's actually really nice. Because I need a death hag in my other army. And this place. This thing. Public order, cold ones. I don't mind that. So we can put the Slave Trader's Palace here. I think I can get rid of the sorceress things. I have 2 extra sorceress things I can hire for now. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Then I can get the Slave Trader's Palace and a torture post here. There's nothing, no special buildings in this place. Okay. Great Arena. These guys have not been neutralized yet. I will kill them. Let's go ahead and kill them this turn and get that out of the way. Okay, there's more of them there. I mean, we just did a 20 on 60. I think that's good enough. Now these guys were out of range. So it is totally possible that they are about to go kill the Great Arena again. It'll be frustrating as hell, but... So much money. I don't want the negative 30. Well, there's gonna be a rebellion here regardless, so maybe I do just loot and occupy. It's losing 7,000 gold and 200 slaves though to do that. Let's just sack it.
shall kneel before me. Beyond your comprehension. Lord of the Black Tower.
Let's go ahead and pimp him out. Spiteful Conjuration. Yes.
King of Nagaroth.
I'm gonna run to this side of him, just to make it more difficult for him to run around and go to the Great Arena. If he wants to fight me, that's fine. I don't think he will. I think he's a coward. And I think I should be able to go ahead and upgrade Great Arena. Now, what else do we have here? Chill Road, Quad Coast. Okay, so no special buildings here. Twisted Glade. Okay. Let's go for that. And recruiting shades is fine. Don't care about those. Care about that. Daughter kind of freaking out in the other room. I think my wife's got her under control though. Iron. How much are we making off iron? Virtually nothing. Okay, so I'm selling that, just getting something more useful. Actually, let me see. All forces minus 3% for cold ones. Blackguard and Aggron and executioners. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Plus 2 experience for all those units, and recruitment cost is lowered. Okay, so 3%. I'll keep it. It's 200 per turn. We already have it. And getting 3% off on all those units is pretty decent. So each army is probably going to have like 7 Nagaron and execute. So it's going to have like 2,100 gold per army at least worth of those types of infantry units. So 6% would be like, or 3% would be like maybe 70 or 80 gold per army off. So if I have 3 armies, that's like 240 gold per turn, at least, so that's pretty good. I guess we'll hold on to that. This, that. I mean, eventually I'll need a slaver post and a, we definitely need a torture. Okay, we can put torture post here and just keep the rest of this for now, I suppose. If we have to, we can get rid of that. I mean, executioners are very good, but not every place has to be a, you know, a super great place. That's fine. We put torture here and here. Go ahead and switch this up to public order. Did I switch the other place to public order? Did not. Do that. As long as we get our torture post down. Got the torture post, Falls, Anvil. Okay, so this is right on the cusp. Oh god. How bad did they butcher this? It's not awful. Not awful, but it's not great. A couple of wasted points. How bad do they mess these up? Pretty bad. Well, it's just 1 point, kind of in the dirt, but I'd honestly rather just hire like new ones, because I'm gonna get a couple of levels up on them anyways. I'd rather just build them right. Yeah, I could just hire new ones. I mean, I suppose we can just go ahead and grab I'm not going to be using Blackheart Corsairs. I might, but might be able to get away with not getting this right now. So I might just switch over and start using Naggarond and Hagganoth Executioners. The problem is I don't know if I can afford that with every army. There might have to be some where I need Bleak Swords. But I think the biggest thing is to get down here for Quartermaster right now. It's all these armies. I need the money more than anything. This seems pretty bad. What? This guy garbage also? Maybe. What kind of items? I don't have any items. Does she have any items?
Dreadlord.
Just take her items off. And that might make her mad, but I don't care. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, she's mad about that. I took all of her stuff, but we're gonna dismiss her anyway, so. And we're not gonna use her. We just start with a fresh one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of her. I guess I can't get rid of her until I get rid of everything else.
Noble blood.
Lord of the Black Court. Lord of the Black Court.
Now, I'm not at war with these guys yet, so hopefully I'll get enough time to run down here with a real army to deal with them. He only has Root Marcher, so we actually can keep him. Although if I hire a new lord now, I will get levels up on it, I'm pretty sure, from some building that I've procured. Okay, but for right now, we can go ahead and get rid of this. I cannot afford all these armies. Now, do they not like me? Is this counting as trespassing? I haven't actually moved yet, so I don't think it counts as trespassing just yet.
There is little you can say that would improve my...
I think we just gotta go ahead and get rid of everything here. Let's... Oh, Potion of Healing is pretty good. Now, does this guy suck or what? That's actually not bad. That's only one wasted point, and that's not even like super awful. It's pretty bad, but it's not awful, and everything else is right on point. So I actually wouldn't mind keeping this guy and using him later, maybe. Yes, I dropped him his loyalty, but if I don't take his items, he should be fine. That's fine. What else do we have in terms of... Okay, we got Doomblade. Slaver stuff. Okay, we need to get down there. Balls. Need to quell that rebellion. Dragon's end, doesn't matter. It's about to end. And that. Okay, let's look at armies. Malekith, obviously. Lorsitel. Chikara is good to go. Sure. Wait, who has this?
Yes.
Okay, I took one of her items, so she probably wasn't that happy about that. But she already causes terror on that dragon, I'm pretty sure, so she doesn't need the terror trait. Now is that, let me see, is that local province? Strong, who? Her. Local region, local province for death hags, so I can get an extra +2 for death hags if I hire them here.
Cease your provocations.
Okay, so we can definitely hire death hag. So that should be +2. Local province. Oh, death hag, there we go. There we go. Yes. Maybe defense and attack. Okay, I like that. Murdredessa. I like that. Tressa.
Pride of madness.
Get her going. Death Hag's actually been pretty impressive. I do just kind of like building her like a tank. Okay. Then we're gonna drop her in with this army. Let's see. Now we're gonna need a we can hire a sorceress next turn. I guess we don't need the Death Hag this turn. Yeah, we could hire a sorceress and an assassin next turn. We want to hire the sorceress in one of these places that gives like a lot of bonuses to sorceresses. So I think it's this place, right? Has the crazy, yeah, +4 for sorceresses. Yeah. I'm not sure, like, after playing with Malekith and just like really truly appreciating how much how much mana you get off of this, that right there, Power of Darkness, getting 4 uses of that. Oh, it's only on the self? Malekith is allowed to cast it on other people. Unless this tooltip is messed up. Yeah, that is really nice. That extra mana is really nice. Now, Chill Wind is kind of whatever. It's not that great. Word of Pain, I haven't tried. It's only a single enemy. Minus 44 melee is good, but... I know I've looked at Magic before. I'm just kind of rethinking it because that's so much mana. I don't like random movement vortexes. Doombolt is just too much mana on a single target. And Soul Stealer is cool, but... it does hit everybody. Now the other choice would be Shadows. I can think about this before the next episode. The reason I'm thinking about this is Fire is not that good into armor. That's good to like put on an enemy lord. That's okay. I mean, that's cheap. This is a pretty cheap one. You can just spam on units. So it's okay. It does lower their speed, which is nice. Keeps people from running. That's nice because you can have it affect a bunch of people. The leadership and the armor debuff is pretty good. It's not good against top tier units, but it's okay. Now, I haven't tried this since the new wind changes. This used to suck because wind magic kind of sucked before because you had to be like directly lined up for it. and they increase the damage on it a lot. Small forward moving area of effect. It looks like it's pretty fast. Massive. It uses the word massive. Massive magical damage. And wind spells are some of the best, just like Burning Heads. This is like a really amped up Burning Head. And we should be able to get that cost lowered a little bit. Now this is obviously beast mode, 40% weapon damage, magic damage, and 40% armor piercing for everybody. Now that is expensive. I mean, that's kind of like the fire enchant on the hands is 25%, but then you get a weakness of the enemy, they're all 22% weak to fire. So it's really like you get 44 something percent to damage. Now it's not armor piercing damage, it's just a normal damage. So this is really nice. Now this used to be really good in the first game, and they've increased vortexes in this game, so I think it could be even better. So basically, this is really good. This is really good. It's expensive though. This is good, but expensive. This is decent against like enemies who have like a large thing, like a giant or a lord or something like that. That's pretty good. And this is decent little, just sort of spammable ability into weak units. We probably won't use it that much at this point in the game. It's good early in the game. That's pretty good just to throw a huge debuff on the crowd. I think the casting bonus for shadows or whatever is I think it's like it slows them by a certain amount, so it's not as good as the fire. So I don't know, like this is very nice for buffing your allies, very cheap. Fireball sucks. Flaming Sword of Ruins, pretty good. That can also apply to missiles, so that's nice. Put it on my shades. We all know this is good. Now it's weak against armor though. So it is very good against unarmored things, but I'm going to start facing armored stuff more and more as we start getting into the Lizardmen, start getting over into Empire, Bretonnia. Like, we're going to be facing a lot more armor. The Norsca just have no armored units, basically. So that's why this was just crushing them. Now this is pretty good. It's on the expensive side once again. Area of effect. It's about as much as the wind. And this is pretty crappy. So I could try Shadows. The thing I'm going to miss the most if I do Shadows is Cascading Fire Cloak, which is great to put on your Lords. They can face tank, or on your Hydra. It's great on Hydras. And then this is also pretty good, but it's on the cheap side. This is going to be weaker against a lot of like Lizardmen-esque type of units. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking of Shadow is just better against late game armored units because it has this, which helps with your armor piercing damage on things like Haggonoth Executioners and Nagarond. This is good against armor, and it says it right there. So this is much better than like Burning Head against armor. And it disrupts unit formation, which is really important. That means they can't fight you back. They're basically stunned, and you just get to beat them down because it pulls them all out of formation. So these two right here are good at armor. They're both very expensive, though, so we probably can't use both of them. And then this seems to be really good against armor as well, I think. So I feel like this is going to be... The problem is, it's like, with good magic, you want fast, like, cheap stuff that you can cast, as well as, like, your really expensive big-ticket stuff. Because if you all just have... If all you have is really expensive big-ticket stuff, then you're just going to run out of mana too fast. So that's the good thing about Fire, is that you have some pretty cheap stuff that's effective. Like, this is only 8, it's pretty effective. This is 4, and it's very effective. It's just... These two are weaker against armor. I don't know. I could try out Shadows. I really like Power of Darkness. Like, more mana is obviously good. This feels like it's garbage for the most part. Late game. It's okay early. that is too expensive for what it is. Like, missile accuracy, who cares? Minus 44 melee attack is good, but for 8, that's all it is minus melee attack. That's not enough. Blade Wind is just random moving, sucks, and it's weak against armor also. This is way too expensive for a single target magic damage thing, and I really don't like the sniping kind of magic either. Feels kind of cheesy. This is really sweet, but it's just way too expensive. 18. And it does heal you, but I am skeptical. So we'll hire a sorceress once our unit gets closer down here. Once whoever we decide to send down here gets down here. When she gets down this way. Okay, what else? So I did all this stuff. Sorry, I said it was going to be a minute, because I have to figure all this out. Shakara's good. Alyssa. Tormentor. Oh, this was her. This was the Legendary Lord. Please tell me she doesn't suck. Why couldn't you just get Raid Leader Alyssa? Come on, man. You're so close to getting something good. I'm never going to use Blackheart Corsairs. Reaper Bolt Throwers aren't that great. Dark Shards are good, yes. But, they're just not as good as Shades. They're cheaper than Shades, but they're just not as good. Night Lord is good. Sort of. That's actually not that good, because I'm not going to use that many cold ones. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of her. Dang it. That was her legendary, too. This is actually a really good item. Actually, that's not as good as it used to be. Oh, it gives fire damage and 6% weapon. It's okay. Tormentor. Oh, that actually was kind of cool. All those obelisks around there. Okay. So if I get rid of her, and I need to get rid of her, she's built all wrong. Yeah, she doesn't like that I got rid of all that stuff. But we're not going to use her. I could pull these items off of her, I'm pretty sure, after I dismiss. There we go. Okay. Well, now that we've got the gold down, we might be able to upgrade some of these. There's no slaves here, so I guess there's no point upgrading that right now. Although, I mean, we might as well. We're going to have to upgrade it at some point. You might as well have it ready to go once we get some slaves. Damn, 17.5. Oh, that's the max slaves. Income. Yeah, I only want the huge places to have slaves. Okay, so Iron Mountain's income is a lot of slaves. Ironfront Glacier, that's a waste. No slaves. Let's do it by income. Okay, so yes, slaves, yes, yes, yes. Not those places. Client rate, public order. Now, I want the slaves definitely in places where we have the bonus market. So what, Chill Road and Iron Mountains. Okay, we're about to finish the slaver thing there, so that's good. And Iron Mountains. Okay, yes. And we have the slaver thing here. Chill Road, Iron Mountains, and Black Flood. We have the slaver thing there. Okay, good.
Crushing victory.
Okay, what about Obsidian is another place we're going to be going. Obsidian and the Broken Lands. Broken Lands, we're working on the slaver thing, and Obsidian Peaks. We're working on it. Okay. Cool. Alright, I think we're good to go with this, like, very, very busy turn. Spite Rush. I don't think they're gonna... They might punk me. I don't think so, though. We can go ahead and start upgrading that. Okay, so I need to raid at some point so that I get my legendary weapon. Alright, so where do I want to be? I'm gonna have to sail all the way around to get over there, which is kind of scary because I could get picked off by doing that. I could sail straight through here, though, I think. Can I fit through there? I think I can fit through there. Yeah, because I think my major conflict next is either going to be over here or it's going to be down here. I could make another black arc. I probably will need two. One to go down south, one to go north. I probably should go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do it. Because I'm going to need at least two. Where's my other black arc? Does it appear next turn or something?
Weakness cannot be tolerated. Lord of the Black Core.
Maybe it's next turn it appears.
With haste.
I did use it, right? To be recruited from any ports. Oh, from any port settlement. Okay. So I could theoretically just get one over here then. I want to watch carefully to see if it increases my total army cost. It's 375 right now. Yeah, and that's where I want it, because this one can just move along the north here, and then this one can stay down here. Okay. So 375. Okay, it's only 375. So it doesn't count towards my armies, which is good. We're getting 5 growth because we have that technology. Oh, let's go ahead and grab this tech, too, now that we have more money. Then we can get Daylight Denied after that. But I want this tech for the Blackheart growth. Now that we're getting rich again. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it. So yeah, big turn, lots of stuff going on. You know, when you gain 11 new territories, it's gonna take a second to optimize all of that. Fully expect these people to come at us pretty soon. Hopefully we can get a confederation with Marathi, because I would like to get her. Although I'm not sure, like I've mentioned before in the other campaign, I have had other campaigns where I've confederated and not gotten the other Legendary Lord. Now, if she's built like crap, we may not use her. We'll see. The AI just really doesn't know how to optimize their skill tree, unfortunately. Well, some of it's different too. Like, I'm going to value the reduced upkeep cost a lot, whereas they don't have reduced upkeep cost. So it kind of makes sense from their perspective not to try to rush towards, you know, the 15% upkeep reduction as much. But still, I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, they're upgrading all of the cheaper stuff is probably all right, you know, upgrading the bleak swords and that stuff. Made sense with their army composition. They were trying to get a bunch of armies instead of a few powerhouse armies. But I think that some of their stuff is definitely a little weird, a little questionable. And that's going to be it for this episode after this turn ends. We're just going to see what happens, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Your reach grows yet further, great lord. Your endless victories are changing the very fates themselves. The world falls before your incredible power.
You're dang right. Get that black art power. Yeah, so now we're starting to get pretty powerful. We've got this whole little section over here. Still not all the map, but we're definitely getting on the strong side here. Now, I would not be surprised if Chaos starts coming at us pretty soon. So I'm likely going to start to need to put up walls in these places. Especially Altar of Ultimate Darkness is almost certainly going to have a wall. Ashrak has a wall. This place is just going to burn. And Hakara, or Har Kaldra, needs a wall too. Gotta get those walls going. Make sure we don't get backdoored by Chaos. But yeah, we'll figure it all out next time. Thank you very much. Very exciting episode. Good advancement. Oh wow, that took way longer. That was like 40 minutes or something of managing that. So sorry that was super long. But anyways, I'll catch y'all next time. It's definitely getting exciting. We're gonna start getting some bigger core units. And hopefully start going south and then going over to the right. It should, I mean, we should steamroll the Norsca stuff at the top right now, and then we'll start trying to get down into Bretonnian Empire territory, Wood Elves, as soon as we can to start seeing some different faces and getting some good fights in there. So anyways, that's going to be it. Have a good time, or have a good night rather. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time.